Day trading recap for Friday, August 16th, 2019. So today was a big update. The SPY really climbed a lot early on, and the market was really kind of in a push higher today after a couple of down days. And there was one trade that I made. It came up in this new highs over $1. This is a Trade Ideas scan. I got this from Trade Ideas from a trading room. And it was actually HGV is right there. It's at the bottom now. It updates a lot. So right now all I can go back to is 11 o'clock, and soon this will be lost. But it updated a couple times, or I'm sorry, it alerted a couple times throughout the day early on, and you could see where I got in and where I got out. And the reason I got in is because you can see this nice rise today, gapped up. I'll show you. You can see yesterday's close was around, where was yesterday's close? 25.88, and it opened today at about 26.14. So less than a 50-cent gap up, but it was still a gap, and I didn't see it right away. And then I noticed it when I got to right here. It started alerting me. And why did I like it? Well, this is the 8 EMA, the yellow orangish line, and the red is the 20 SMA, which I use together. And the reason why this is so nice and so nice to use together is because when you see these moving up together, these two moving averages, and the stock is following them, that's a more predictable move for a stock, and it's easier to trade, as opposed to, say, I'll try and bring up a stock here that is not moving nice and tight. So yeah, so you can see Walmart, which had kind of an all over the place here. You can see it kind of obeys this EMA, but then it drops through it, and this is actually a good indication here when the 8 crosses the 20 and it drops through, and that causes that sometimes is an indication that the stock is going in a different direction. But it's really choppy, right? It's not moving along the 8 EMA. It's just kind of bouncing off of it. This is another one, DE, like Deer, kind of bounced off of it, did the same thing. Now it's looking a little tighter. This might be an area where you might want to get in if you're thinking about it, but it's kind of a pricey stock. So here, look at this, cutting through these moving averages, and then finally kind of starts to tighten up. But again, not nice and smooth. What do you see here with HGV? Nice and smooth movement. It's using that 8 EMA, right? It's just kind of moving up nice and at a nice degree here, this angle, and not poking through. You see the bottoming tails here just touching that 8 EMA. So that provides a little bit more predictability. So I got in right here at 11:10ish. I think it was 11:11. I got in at 27:11. Okay, right there, 27:11. You can see there's actually a red bar ignored. Is actually what happened right when I got in. There's a green bar, then a red bar, and then a green bar kind of engulfing it. Sort of a red bar ignored on a 5-minute chart. Obviously, I couldn't see that while I was getting in because I was still forming that bar. But anyway, so I got in at 27:11, and then I had a nice up candle right here, and then a big jump here. I was looking for it to get to about 27, I think 42. And I took some off at 27.35 because it had this nice big jump. But look, it's separated from the 8 EMA, which made me a little nervous. I didn't want a big collapse there. So I took some off at 27.35, and then you can see it kind of started to drift back down to the 8 EMA. Then it used it again. Look at that. Used it right as a support line and moved right back up to my first target, which was 27.42, which I took the remaining shares. I took less than half out here, and then I took the rest of my shares out right at my first target, which kind of wish I held on a little bit, because it kind of moved up at least another, what did I get out at 42? It went up over 20 cents more from where I got out, so that was kind of a kick in the craw, but still, nice move from where I got in. Can't complain. And then you can see here it collapsed. Now, why was I looking to get out here? Because the resistance I saw on a daily chart was concerning. So you see today's candle right here. What do you see on these past candles? You see a little resistance at the top of these candles here, these wicks. So right here, the top is 27.55. There's 27.68. So what happened on today's move? It went right up to 27.65 and then collapsed, right? So it got close to that 68 range and broke a little bit higher than the 27.55 range, So that resistance was broken a little bit, but again, when you see this on a daily chart, this is a lot of resistance right here, because anybody that bought here and then held on is looking to get out right where they got in, to basically break even. Maybe people that ended up selling and had remaining shares to short, and then basically put their stop loss back where they got in. So if they shorted here or here, they're looking to get out there. They don't want it to continue moving up and get caught squeezed out of there. So anyway, that was the resistance. So it makes sense that you would want to get out before it started hitting that area, and it basically just touched that area and then kind of collapsed. Now I still think, if you look at on this chart, this 15-minute chart, it's still above the 10 EMA on a 15-minute chart. I think it could actually bounce and then continue back up, but there's no way of knowing that right now. The market is still pretty decent, strong right now, but again, the move to be made was anywhere in this range right here to here, right here. This is where you wanted to get in and get out. It's a lot. You see, look at this. The touches here. You could have gotten in at any of these places when it broke the high. Maybe right here, you could have gotten in at 27.06, gotten out at 27.60. So basically, this is what you're looking at. This is the money train right here. Yeah, so that was my trade. That was it. Hilton Grand Vacations. That's all I did for today, and I don't even know why it moved up. I think there was some news on the hotel industry report came out early this morning. Something might have made it move. I'm not sure if any of the other stocks, any of the other hotels are making similar moves. Marriott's kind of moved up a little bit. Nothing, no great shakes there. Oh, there's just the Hyatt. Yeah, see if Hyatt's doing anything. Nothing big. So it was basically just HGV, Hilton Grand Vacations, making that move. And that was it. So hope everyone had a good Friday. I'm done for the day. I'll see you back on Monday, hopefully with some trades. Good luck.